Welcome back to Hey JMS, what should I read next? This episode is on the book Sky Raiders, the first of many in a great series called Five Kingdoms. It is a great series and kept me hooked, just like the Percy Jackson series or the Harry Potter series. This book kept me up all night reading, which is not something I often do. This book is also a fantasy fiction book, just like the books I listed just now. It is packed with action, and the book will definitely keep you at the edge of your seat. Imagine a world where you can create anything you want. The only limit is your imagination and your so-called power to shape things. The only problem is that the king is crazy and slavery is legal. Cole Randolph is an 11-year-old boy who got a little too excited to go to a haunted house on Halloween. He walks in with his friends, and then click! They hear a lock. Cole's friends get transported into another dimension. Cole, being the smart one, hid behind the curtain when the kidnappers were taking his friends. He stays until he is certain the kidnappers are gone. He reveals himself and goes through the portal, only to find that his friends are all enslaved. You might be wondering, where is this all set? This is all in a place called the Outskirts. The Outskirts is made up of 5 kingdoms, hence the name of the book. Many believe the Outskirts is ruled by a madman. He supposedly faked a daughter's death and took their shaping abilities. The people who live in this world are either from Earth or they were born in the Outskirts. The main conflict of this book is Cole, who has been sent to another dimension, has found one of the king's daughters. Cole vows to protect her with 2 friends he met at the Sky Raiders, the place Cole was sent to after he was enslaved. I think he should have ran away by himself, but then there will be no story to this book. The friends Cole ends up traveling with are Jace, Twitch, and Mira, the princess. They are all slaves that decide to leave for the safety of Mira when enforcers, the police in this world, come for her. Each slave at the Sky Raiders get a weapon or item of choice when they join. Cole's item that he chose was a jumping sword, which is just like it sounds. It helps you jump or escape in tight situations. Jace's item is a golden rope, which moves like a snake and listens to its master's commands. As for Twitch, no one knows. Jace, in my opinion, is egotistic, discourteous, tall, and funny. He can be serious when the time is right, but most of the time, he pranks his friends or fools around. In one scene of the book, he hides Cole's saddle and fools around until Mira and Twitch get him and knock some sense into him. Twitch is like the quiet kid in the back of the room that no one knows. He is diffident, astute, and differential. He keeps Jace in line when he has to. Mira is the average girl, except that she grew up as a princess and her death was faked by her father. Mira is genial, solicitous, and smart. Cole is my favorite out of all of the characters. The reason for this is not because he is the main character, but because of his humbleness, braveness, and quick thought. In this story, the problem is Mira is wanted by her father because of his decrease in his shaping power. Cole, Jace, and Twitch decide to leave the place they were working as slaves, the Sky Raiders, and decide to help Mira get away from the enforcers her father has sent. The problem is man versus man and man versus supernatural. Mira is being chased for her supernatural powers. Her father needs her to become more powerful, which exemplifies man versus man. This book is written by the New York Times best-selling author, Brandon Mull. Brandon Mull has written dozens of other books and series. He has written the Fableland series, Beyonders, and Spirit Animals. Well, that's it for this episode. Tune again next time. Thanks!